हेलो, अस्सलाम वालेकुम, नमस्ते, सत श्री अकाल और गुड मॉर्निंग। मैं हूं सिद्रा जाफरी और आप देख रहे हैं उठो जागो जियो वीक 10 एंड एपिसोड 27। जी हाँ, हम अपने वीक 10 में पहुंच चुके हैं और हमारे पास सिर्फ 2 और वीक्स मौजूद हैं बिफोर आवर सीजन फिनाले। सो मेक श्योर दैट यू आर वाचिंग, engaging and immersing in the shows. Utho Jago Jiyo is designed and dedicated. Season 1 is for you. It was our pilot season to see how much how much people are interested in time and abundance, power and beauty. And Thursdays we have love and healing, which we have been joined by Serena every week. We're talking about depression, care for depression, loving your body, healing your body. And today we're going to talk about how to manage life as a pendulum. So let me bring our guest today again. Serena, welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And how are you this morning?
I'm very well, very excited. You had a caller before the show.
I know.
So it feels that we're on the right track.
Absolutely.
So tell us how your week has been.
Oh, our week's been very interesting. You know, we also have We Care community, so I was helping out there, and life can be very interesting.
Because we're talking about the pendulum, you know,
Yes.
the ups and downs of life, and so it's so easy to get caught up in that. When life is something good is happening outside, we feel great. Something bad is happening outside, we feel bad. It's almost like we are a victim of what's happening outside of us, and our moods are dictated by the external events.
Very true. Because I guess if you listen to something on the news, that can change your mood, or you walk into an environment where people aren't happy. So yeah, life's always changing, isn't it?
So what do you feel on your journey to awakening, since you've got the book as well and you've been part of the School Awakening for a few years? Tell me, what is it that you feel that helps people in managing their emotional state?
Well, I think one of the things it helps is what we do is where we check in with ourselves. Like we recently we've said that, you know, we check what number are we feeling. We rate our bodies, you know, our emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual, and that would give us an indication on how we're feeling. Or sometimes, if you do overcome with some sort of feeling that doesn't feel right, it's taking that time out to question those feelings. Where they come from.
Exactly. And you know what I want to say on this, a lot of times we take our feelings too seriously as well.
Yes.
You know, if we're feeling angry, then a lot of times people follow that thought and be angry. And what I'm saying is, we don't have to be angry. We don't have to respond to the same feeling the same way we did for a long, long time.
Yes, it's true. It's true. Sometimes we can play around with it a little bit just to understand what's going on. And like you say, you've said it to me often that, you know, you can change your state of mind, and it's a choice. Because I do remember maybe a lot of time ago that I could, you know, that mood cloud could stay there for like a day or so or a week. But now it's like, you know.
So tell me on the pendulum of life. This is for all those of you who are watching us, and if you joined us for the very first time, you should know that I love giving home plays and I love giving exercises and engagement. So make sure you comment, engage, join the conversation, because this conversation is for you. Serena and I are sitting, discussing here, sharing ideas, brainstorming, seeing how we can help manage the pendulum of life. So the question I'm throwing at you is, whilst life is going up and down, give me your most favorite emotions, feelings, and give me your least favorite emotion. So what is your most favorite when the pendulum is going high, and what's your least favorite when the pendulum is going low?
Well, I absolutely love it when I'm on a high, because I'm very happy, and, you know, exciting projects are happening, or exciting times are happening.
And we have a caller. This is exciting time. Hello to JAGO Jiyo.
Hi, I'm calling back again.
Hello.
I'm a friend of Serena's.
What is your name, my friend?
Yeah, sorry?
Can you speak a little bit louder?
Oh, sorry, 1 second.
Hello? I think she's put it on hold on a live TV show. That is so cool. Like, hold on a second, I have more important call to pick up.
Oh, wow.
It's okay, we'll wait. When she comes back. In the meantime, you were telling me the highs.
The highs are really good when I have lots of good things going on and I'm feeling quite high, things are going great. But recently I found is when suddenly, you know, something can happen and or, you know, sometimes you do wake up like that, I suppose, where, you know, you I don't know, you're tired or what have you.
So, no, my question is your most favorite feeling and your least favorite feeling.
My most favorite feeling is when I'm very happy, and I don't really like being upset and angry.
Okay, let's see what our caller likes. Hello to JAGO JEEYO.
Hi.
Hi. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear us?
Good morning, Serena.
Good morning.
Yeah, I just about. It's very, very quiet. But look, I think what you ladies are talking about is really. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So,
Maybe, is the line good?
The line, I think so. I think there's a little bit delay.
okay, so there's a short delay. So what I want to share with you is the importance of the environment. And actually, SIdra, you were saying on another show about our past and childhood and how those things are formed.
Yes, I'm listening.
So what I'm not gonna worry about the delay, but basically what I'm saying is the pendulum of life. What Serena is saying, it's very real, and I think also a big thing to look at is our personal environment and how we can transform that to help us deal with the variety of emotions and things that we deal with on a daily basis. And I I think it's a really interesting and inspiring conversation. And it's my world. I've just written a book myself called Homes, which is about people coming together and helping each other to transform their personal and wider environments. And I think this is another area of it. This, you know, the body and how we're impacted by everything around us. It's just really interesting, and it's great that this is a conversation that's been started and heard by women, and it must be taken up by women, because we are the people in society that are more in touch with our emotions and are teaching our children how to be emotionally connected to everything that's going on. So it's just really great, and I'm inspired to listen to you ladies, and you look beautiful today as well. So
thank
well
you
done.
very, very much. And I think you made a very, very good point. So thank you for calling. And I wanted to make a point on women. You know, as you say that women are mostly in touch with their emotional bodies. And there's a very common saying, oh, women are emotional. Women are emotional. I feel we must re-educate people that we are not emotional beings. We are beings with emotions. You know, there's a difference between being an emotional person or being a person with emotions. And that's the fine distinction, if you understand, will help you manage the pendulum of life. So thank you so much for calling. Keep watching, keep engaging, and we'll catch you very soon. Okay,
nice.
That was very nice. You know, I love it when people are engaging and actually immersing in the conversation, because so many of us have so much amazing things to say, you know, point of views, but we are silent listeners. We listen to the radio silently. We're so used to watching TV passively that the idea of interactive TV is only in games. Absolutely. You know, at the moment, a lot of times people we watch dramas, we watch soaps, we watch this thing. We don't really know that actually this a conscious breathing, living engagement, because whatever is coming through that TV, through that radio, through that computer is going in your personal environment and forming your belief system, forming your life, which is why, you know, again, the caller made very good point on personal environment, where we have to check what feeds are coming into your personal environment. You know, what information you are receiving into your personal environment. And a lot of times the information is based on jealousy, fear, doubt, negativity, you know, uncertainty. And then no wonder our bodies are responding with colds and flus and backache and shoulder ache, because the information that's coming in is getting stuck in the body.
Oh, very true.
And as a good student, you know what the answer is to the stuckness in the body.
I say ABC.
I will product placement. Hello, गौर से देखिए इस किताब को. ये किताब आपकी ज़िंदगी बदल सकती है. And Serena has done a great job of going through the book and living the principles and really using the tools. And Serena, I really want to respect you and thank you for keeping the book with you at all times. And I have to say that this book has actually led us to some amazing contexts as well.
Yes.
The word, the awakening, really, it really is in the air. And when you're talking about the personal environment, I think the infusion in our personal environment has to be with the awakening, waking up to our senses. You know, your 5 senses are no longer enough. What you see is no longer real. So you have to engage in your other senses, your extra perceptory senses, to really have a holistic view on life. So let me have a holistic view on my language. Before we come back, we're going to go on a short break. So when we come back, hopefully my language is better. Urdu, English is Hurduing right now in my vortex. So I shall catch you after the break.
Cool Cakes Bakery of Kingsbury and Heston have now opened a new branch in North Harrow. Specialist in egg and eggless cakes, and now no added sugar cakes for birthdays, weddings, anniversaries and all special occasions. Our cakes contain no animal fat. Come and experience our delights at 547 Pinner Road, Harrow, HA26EQ. Call 0208 427 990. That's 0208 427 990. Or log on to coolcakes.co.uk. That's cool with a K, to design and order your cakes online. Cool Cakes, the masters of cakes.
Hilarious.
Wonderful.
She's the most beautiful woman in the world.
Chocoholic.
Compassionate.
Always busy.
Fun, such good fun.
Loving.
Beautiful smile.
Funny, always funny.
Stubborn.
So embarrassing.
A very special person.
Selfless. Strong.
Tired.
Always bloated.
So tired.
Struggled to eat.
She always used to be full up.
She just often said, I don't feel right.
I wish I'd known.
I miss her. She's coming home today.
Ovarian Cancer Action has created the first dedicated scientific research centre in the UK, determined to find a cure.
With your help, all your sisters, daughters, grandmothers, wives and mums can keep on doing what only they do best.
Ovarian cancer, those words still haunt me. So please, help Ovarian Cancer Action continue their life-saving research so that others like me have a fighting chance.
To make a difference to families like these, we need your help now. Whether you want to help us by sharing the symptoms with other women, raising funds for our research and awareness work, or volunteering your time, working together, we can save lives.
Welcome to the School of Awakening. My name is SIdra Jafri and I'm the founder for the school. What would your life look like if you were truly living abundantly? How much would abundance really change your day-to-day life? What if there was a way to attract abundance whilst doing what you love to do? Here at SOA, we are getting ready to answer all these questions and many more at our most exciting abundance portal yet. where we will be live streaming for 2 days online live on the 9th and 10th of September, where you will receive the latest information on consciousness and how to live abundantly whilst releasing all the past trauma around money, scarcity and loss. Remember, great destiny doesn't happen by chance. It happens by making a decision and joining us at the Abundance Portal. So don't delay and book your spot now, as it is on the first come and first served basis. I look forward to connecting with you in an abundant life.
Hello and welcome back to the last half hour of the show. We are super excited because today is Thursday. For me, Thursday is the day of care. It's a Divine Sister Day. If you know anything about School Awakening, or if you're interested about how to have a new way of being and look at your days a different way, then School Awakening is the place for you, where we teach you how each day has an allocated theme, has an allocated way of being. And Thursday, as you know, is a day of care and love and healing, and that's why we have our divine sister, that is Serena. So Serena, welcome back to the show.
Hello.
And I want to take this moment and I want to thank you for being the divine sister that you are. You know, in the earlier show you mentioned how as We Care community we were busy, and for the last few weeks every Thursday when we come together we talk about what is a community. You know, a We Care community, care for depression, care for cancer, care for infertility. And this week was epic in our We Care community at School Awakening, where one of our core members whose dad was experiencing cancer had crossed over this week, and he has his funeral on Friday. That is tomorrow midday is his funeral. But the reason why I'm having this conversation, that in the pendulum of life, Serena, when things are going really, really bad for us perceptively, we are feeling so down and low, questioning your self-esteem, questioning your self-worth, you know, the best way to get out of that is servicing. Is contributing, is being kind. And I feel the reason why you have been so accelerating your growth is because you're using that formula of being kind to others, seeing who needs you where. You know, even you stayed at the hospital because you were needed there. And in this day and age, I feel that's what we want to see more of. You know, remembrance of who we are as a caring being. You know, after the call, we were talking about how we are not emotional beings. We are beings with emotions. Emotion is energy in motion. And so many times we get stuck into our own self-pity, into our own self-wallow, saying, oh, I'm not good enough, nobody wants me, nobody needs me. But if you really snap out of it and look outside, just under your noses, your family that might be suffering with depression, your friends that might have addiction, you know, your bosses that might have some issues, but we are so engrossed into our own little issue that we don't really see what's happening outside. So what I'm suggesting, everybody, that allocate a day that is your care day, that you actually take time out and take a moment to take your head out of the sand and look around and see what's happening in people's lives and how can you make their day better. You know, how can you improve their lives? What is it that you can do that will make their life lighter?
Very true. But it also really makes you feel better because as you said, you know, interesting you twined it with the emotions, because as we know in the past shows that I wasn't someone who expressed my emotions, and it suddenly did surprise me when they came about, and you know, I've been dealing with that. And then, as you know, we set up We Care community, and you know, like you said, sometimes people are suffering, and it's really good to take time out of yourself, because you know, when I was there, that's all I could think about, and it was just such a great feeling, actually, just as being high, to be of service. And you know, to help someone. You're suddenly not thinking and you're suddenly needed, and it's a funny sort of thing because on your whole being
is dependent on and them wanting you.
Yeah, and it's like you don't feel needed, and you know you don't need it from anywhere else, that kind of acknowledgement, that fulfillment. And it's not something you need to question anyone. It's just
and
really
we have
amazing.
a question. Thank you very much. Hello to JAGO JEEYO.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, SIdra. It's Sangeeta.
Hello, Sangeeta. Long time no speak. I was missing you.
Oh, I'm missing you all. But yeah, what a lovely show. One of my thing when you were saying that, you know, we need to be there for people. And sometimes when we know there's things going wrong in our family and they're far away and you want to help them, but you can't be physically present. In that sort of time, what can we do, you know, from here? It's like I'm talking about my family in India. And, you know, I talk to Mom and I know there's issues going on there. What can I do from here that they receive that love, that they feel that I'm there for them?
I love that question, Sangeeta, because that's exactly what I was going to continue with the conversation of care. So since you have called, I feel that humanly, physically, when we think, oh, because they're so far away, we can't make a difference in their life, that's one of the biggest myths. Because if we believe that everything is energy, and energy contains information, so your thought that you can't help them are actually going in their energy and not helping them.
Okay.
So the first thing we must do is to set the intention, engage in the unseen world. We were just having a discussion before during the break that 5 senses, science tells us that we only have 5 or maybe 6, the unseen sense. But if you look at the scientific DNA strand, you have about 12 DNA strand, which means that you have extra ways you can receive information and pass information which is not dependent on your bodily interaction.
Okay.
So I'm going a little bit studious on you.
That's okay. I love it.
So what I would suggest is, how about you connect. So you imagine that every night before you go to sleep, this is like a little process I'm giving you, and if you want, you can report back to me next week. How's that?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
So you imagine, so just before you go to sleep, you imagine in your mind's eye, just here in your third eye, you imagine in your mind's eye that there's a ring. You are standing in the center, and there's a wheel of life. So there's a string that attached. You have a brother, you have a mother, you have a father who might have crossed over. You have a sister, whoever your biological family, if you can say that, is there. You are in the center, and there's string, and they're all connected with you.
Okay.
And you imagine that inside you, the one that is center, you are radiating gold light, you are radiating blue light, you are radiating red light, and you're radiating green light.
Okay.
So feel that from that wheel, you are radiating all those 4 lights, and you're imagining that they are receiving more abundance, more power, more love, and more purpose in their day-to-day life.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Because, you know, how much work we have done with you, and, you know, you're amazing, amazing person. And now I am in much more stable place, and I can see and I can control my emotions and how I am. And sometimes you want your family to be like that. Of course, they have their own journey and they have to do work. But what you want to do is, you know, stay detached, but still send them love and let them just, you know, have their journey, I think, go through with ease. That's my wish and intention for them.
That is so beautiful, Sangeeta, that you said the word ease, because yesterday at night classes we're creating something light clinics, you know, care for cancer, care for infertility, and care for depression. And when we were discussing care for cancer, we said the first, every care team that is going out to attend the cancer patient, the first thing, 2 things we radiate, no matter what happens, it happens with ease and it happens with grace.
Yeah.
Because we can't control what really happens to people.
Absolutely.
All we can do is hold our thoughts and see what we want them to experience.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sangeeta. I haven't forgotten our voiceover deal in our radio chat. Timing is everything. When the time is right, we'll create some amazing magic.
Absolutely. And one Thursday I'll come and we'll sing song together.
I would love that.
Love Serena as well. Take care, guys. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, I love that call. You know, it is so beautiful. It's because it's a sister day. You know, Thursday is a care day. So I want to invite and inspire all those listeners, all those people who are, I'm sure, the reason why you're watching this show, yes, it's entertaining and we're two beautiful ladies, plus also the one of the other reasons which I feel there's something more to life than they're currently living. You know, there has to be more to just money and fame and success and recognition. There is a higher calling that is calling each and every one of us in this time, in this day and age, and all of us are looking for a solution how to bridge the gap between what we are doing currently and what we feel we are supposed to be doing. And I say that bridge that gap with care. You know, start caring about your possessions, start caring about your feelings, start caring about people, like really connecting with your environment with care. And you'll find how much your life can change on a very subatomic, subtle level, Serena, if you start paying attention on the thoughts, the connectivity thoughts between you and the laptop, the connectivity thought between you and the tube. I feel that's the invisible thread that is really dictating our life and our lifestyle. But because we're not aware of those invisible threads that are connecting each other, we end up feeling frustrated with each other. What do you think?
Well, is that sort of comes across in when we're feeling love and we're feeling love for everything around us?
We have hello from South Africa. I'm very, very excited. If you are joining us from different countries, make sure you type in and say hello. We have visitors that join us from Bahrain, Dubai, India, you know, US, Canada. So it'd be lovely to hear, watch that from which parts of the world, that of the globe that you are connecting online on this consciousness hub, which is also known as a platform that helps you. We are dedicated to helping you finding a way in which you can care. Yeah, I think so. There's so many things that are happening right now around us. It's time that we wake up and stop being a victim of the pendulum. You know, that the topic today is important, not because I'm going to teach you how to manage your highs and lows, but I'm going to wake you up and say, stop being on that pendulum. It is, you have a choice. You don't have to respond to the highs and lows as lows. You can be stable, still and grounded and be the lighthouse and allow the waves to come and go. You don't have to ride every wave. You know, a lot of times we think that we don't have a choice. If somebody upsets us, we have to be upset. You know, if somebody says something nasty, we have to bite back. Not really. We can literally let it go. How would life be, Serena, if we can just let it go like that?
It's very good when you do let it go. You know, in your life you often do have those situations where, as you know, sometimes people are rude to you, but I also remember when you say that, you know, they're the ones that actually need it the most, because they've come so far from that love. And sometimes it's frustrating when you're being very nice to them and they're not maybe being nice back to you. But I remember higher the dose. Yes,
higher the dose. And what I want to say is, and at that moment, it's harder to be nice. Because your ego, your personal sense of self is saying, hang on, what's your problem? I am being kind to you, I'm being nice to you, and this is how you reward me with. So at that time, it's an important decision to make and recognize that it's not personal. You know, everybody who is expressing anything is expressing from their own model of the world. You know, and if we understand that, I think a lot of our conflicts would dissolve. You know, we are in conflict with people most of the time not because what has happened, but what we think should have happened.
I think it's too much time being spent on thinking and then being and experiencing other things, you know.
100%. So tell me, Serena, if we had a magic wand. Oh, we did. And we have a caller. Hello, to JAGO, JEEYO.
I've got a question.
Hello, hi.
Hi, this question is for SIdra.
Okay. And, hello, Bali.
Yes, Bali, sorry. Hiya.
Can you put the volume down of your Facebook Live?
what I wanted to ask you was, Sidra, you just hit the nerve in terms of like letting things go. I have a very dysfunctional relationship with my sister, and we haven't spoken for many years. But I'm going to see her at a wedding in July, and I'm already feeling quite tense about it. And you know, in my heart I've let it go, but it's still just the physical presence of her makes me feel really awful. But she's not the type of person to let it go. So maybe you're right, it just should be just from me. But it does make me really nervous every time I cross paths with her.
So Bali, are you open to my suggestions on this?
Yes, I am. I definitely am.
So I think when I tap into it, and when I feel what the point of creation of the nerves that you're experiencing, it feels like it's a fear of rejection. You know, you might have let it go and you want everything to be okay, but you don't know if she has let it go, or maybe you know that she hasn't. So when you might be in her presence, you might feel rejected, and that is causing you anxiety. Just the fear of not being accepted by your own sibling is causing you pain.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you know the solution?
No.
In this wonderful book, there is a process called ABC.
Of course. How could I forget?
Accessing body consciousness. And because you're on the line, and I really love you and your daughter, Raveen, who's our Care Front manager at School Awakening, I want to give you some pointers of the ages. Because remember, right here, right now, whatever as an adult you're experiencing is not new. It's a reminder or a representation of what happened in your childhood.
Yes.
What was your real relationship? And if you are really honest with yourself and really truthful with yourself, and you go down the memory lane, you will find a lot of sibling rivalry. You'll find a lot of unexpressed emotions where you might have the better smile than her. You might be more famous than her. You might be more liked than some other people. And then that's what is currently causing, that has led to this situation.
Yeah. It's the fact that both myself and my sister were married into the same family, and I ended up having a divorce, and she stayed with them, and so it's like the family divide, and like she's the perfect daughter-in-law, and I'm like the shunned one.
You are the imperfect, meaning I am perfect one.
Yeah.
So I think I'm so sorry, Bali, if in no shape or form I'm undermining your emotions or the problems that you're facing. All I'm saying is it's not that bad.
No.
The thought of seeing her is worse than the actual action of seeing her.
Yeah. Probably, you're right.
So I feel use this time, July is not too far off, use this time every single day. So why don't from now till you meet her, every single day you pick up a memory, not your recent memory, memory from your childhood. Pick up a memory from your childhood and ABC it. Find that memory in your body, release it. Find your body. So you're not even thinking about what's going to happen when I see her. You're just doing your work on personal peace program and removing your personal memories.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Sidra.
My absolute pleasure. I look forward to connecting with you soon and seeing you soon.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And hi.
Oh, she said bye. Sorry. She said hi to you.
Hello.
Hello. So what do you think?
I think it's really nice that we're inspiring other people to talk and have their examples, because rather than us
and
sharing ours.
Yes, somebody else said it's so sad about sisters. I don't speak much with my sister neither. We live 5 minutes away from one another. Wow, that is, you know, funny thing is, yesterday I spoke to my sister as well after a long time, and I feel we shouldn't take our speaking and not speaking too seriously as well, because, you know, just like life goes in waves, sometimes the wave is there, you're connecting, you're having a great time, and the tide goes out, you do your own stuff and come back again together. So I feel a lot of times we get stuck and we make our relationships toxic because not everything is for all the time. You know, everything is there for some time, but we outlive that time and then we get intoxicated. So it's sometimes it's very healthy for a relationship to let it go and then come back, to let it go and then come back, provided when you let it go, you're not resenting it. You're just knowing that it's a time thing. Right here, right now, we are in different phases of life, so we have nothing to talk about. But when the phase changes, when we are in a similar phase, because let's face it, you spend time with people who are in resonance with where you are in life. If you are single, chances are that you have lots of single friends. If you are in the marriage phase, if you are in the nesting phase, chances are you'll have friends who will have similar things going on with them. Because when I was going in my marriage season, you know, in my life, everything is a season. Marriage was a season, divorce was a season, being a teacher is a season. Now, and I play, you know, bachpan mein hum log game khelte the, ghar ghar, office, you know, garden. So I think that's what I feel a lot of times. Jo hamare bachpan के games थे, we forget that everything when we were playing, we had different roles. Sometimes we were teachers, sometimes we were doctors, sometimes we were parents, sometimes we were all these actors. And when we grow up, we forget that we have a choice. We don't have to, if you are a mother, you don't have to play mother ghar all the time. Yeah, you can snap out of that mother and play office, you know, play doctor, whatever it is that you choose to play at that given moment. You actually have a choice. And the season, what I was saying was that when you are in a certain season, the people who are around you, our chances are going through the same season. And with siblings, you don't have to go through the same season at the same time. So be aware of the timing thing as well. It's not that she's done something or you've done something. Maybe it's just the time. It's just the time that is not there. And somebody said, but if we never lived like real sisters, it was always a faith and struggle. Yes, maybe a lot of times, you know, what is real sister anyways? You know, a lot of times your blood family is not meant to be the family that supports you. Your blood family sometimes is the family that challenges you, that expands you, that pushes you further than you ever gone before. And we have a caller. Hello to JAGO JEEYO.
Hello, Sidra. Good morning. Hello.
Hi, Mukesh.
Hi there. Hi. Just wanted to ask a question on something you brought up earlier. You mentioned about resent. Can I ask you, what's the core of resent and how do you really heal it?
I love that question. In relationships, the biggest thing that, in all honesty, resent and pride and guilt, these are the three friends that lead you to cancer bed. Not even a word of a lie. Guilt, pride, and resentment, and in relationship really cause serious damage in your tissue and in your cell membrane. And if you ask me what is the core of resent, I see it's insecurity. It's not being enough. If I don't feel enough in my own self and I look at you and you are perceptively better than me, then I will radiate this energy of resent if I'm not aware of it. So
okay.
It's jealousy. It's another form of it's jealousy gone bad. That's what resent is. So
that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel a lot of times, if when I look at people's bad lucks or good lucks, and you know, and I see people's timeline, and I see, okay, why some people are so lucky and why some people are so unlucky too. You know, have you heard of that expression, happy-go-lucky? Some people are, and some people, everything is a struggle. And you know, Mukesh, there's a fundamental difference in thought forms of people who are happy-go-lucky and people whose life is a series of unfortunate events. And the fundamental difference is what thoughts they're radiating about other people. The people who are happy-go-lucky and seem to have everything, their thought form about other people is from 0 to very little. And the people who are unlucky and feeling a lot of pressure of the fate, their thought forms about other people are 100% of not optimum. So if this is huge, you know, those of you who are actually watching it, understand the concept that I'm presenting to you, that how your thought forms dictate your luck factor. And if you really want to change your luck factor, you got to change the thoughts that you are radiating about other people.
No, that makes sense. So the first place is to work on the not enough and make it enough.
Yes, make it enough. That I love Wayne Dyer's divine magic statement, you know, and he talks about, I am that I am. You know, and we say, I am who I am where I am. You know, imagine anytime the thought of resent, the thought of bitterness, the thought of badness comes to your head, you just replace it and say, I am who I am where I am. And notice what you notice.
I love that. Thank you.
My absolute pleasure. Thank you for calling, Mukesh.
Cheers.
So, how was that?
That's very good.
Yeah? Will you be using that next time you think bad thoughts about me? And our production studio laughs. I told you I need a joke.
She sure does. I think we better start calling in with some jokes. So I was going to add to that point that sometimes you can also play a game where you can start asking powerful questions, you know, instead of focusing on those thoughts, you can start asking, well, how do I outwit SIdra? How do I stay one step ahead of her? When you're thinking about the show and she's thinking about humor, I think on that note, I think we should have a joke.
I think so. What's your favorite joke?
No, I asked you the joke. It's getting too serious, SIdra. You're getting very serious.
I'm getting super serious. I think I took all the way resent, guilt and pride to cancer. That's too serious. But on the same note, I think it's very important. I'm thinking of a joke whilst I'm talking to you. I do have a joke. Okay, what does a plant grow in a maths class?
What does a plant grow in a maths class?
It grows square roots. It's a maths class. Yeah. I know it's a very geeky joke. It shows I'm from School of Awakening and I'm a teacher and I love mathematics. You know, in all honesty, maths is a fundamental difference between life and death. You know, numbers are not just restricted to money. So many people, when you talk about numbers, they confuse number with money. And they say, oh, I don't know, which is why a lot of us are not abundant in our lives, in creative thoughts, in ideas, because we're not really understanding the power of numbers. So at School Awakening, we are in our first term, which is term abundance. So Serena, will you be joining us at the abundance portal, which is happening on the 9th and the 10th of September? Maybe then you'll find a way how to be abundant in being better than me.
I wonder why we're thinking that. Why are you thinking that?
Because we're thinking of jealousy and rivalry and competition, and I really want to bring this into people's light, that as much as we're saying resent and sibling rivalry, this and that, it's a way of being, it's a part of life. I have a body, you have a body, naturally we'll compare bodies, naturally will compare thought forms, naturally will compare jokes, and it's about understanding that it is a way of this world, ego, earth guide only. So your competition, your comparison are as important as your non-competition and non-comparison. Because if you are not competing, if you're not looking at yourself in the comparative light, how would you know what you can improve? How would you know what is it that you want to experience? So comparison, competition are really, really good as long as you know the context behind it. Gone.
Dare I say? I was going to say sometimes it's very good to, you know, like we do, well I do this, it's good to look back on your shows or take that public feedback, because it's a great opportunity to see which bits you want to keep and which ones you think, okay, we're open to improving ourselves.
Yes, I love that. So what Serena said, I'm going to continue on that. Make sure you watch this show again, because I'm telling you there's some really, really important pieces in this show about caring. How one thing which I really mentioned earlier was how the depression, if you are suffering or enjoying the word depression or sadness and overwhelm, then one of the easiest way that you can snap out of it is look around and see who needs your care. There's so many people who are genuinely suffering from terminal illnesses, from mental, emotional, physical stresses, and they could do with a kind word. They could do with extra pair of hands. They could do with extra pair of eyes. And I feel if we all come together in unity, this world will genuinely become a better place. Can you imagine a better world?
I definitely can.
Yes, and we are building it. I'm very, very excited. Guys, thank you so much for this show. Our time here is coming to an end. You can call us on our offline number, a care companion number, 0207-993-4336 to find out more about School Awakening and how you can become part of this evolution to revolution. Evolution of revolution, where School Awakening is dedicated and committed to upgrade the consciousness of the planet with ease and grace. So thank you so much, Serena, for being part of the show. Today I feel was an opening for caring, and I look forward to connecting with you next week. What is the topic for next week? Would you know the topic for next week? authentic self. So authentically, I didn't know the topic. So which is why it is the topic called authentic self. Doesn't matter if you know it, you don't know it. It's cool because we are here having a real conversation with real people, creating real change. Thank you once again, Serena. I look forward to connecting with you next week with authentic self. And thank you so much for watching Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We only have 2 more weeks to go, guys, with UTHO, JAGO, JEEYO. So come in, let us know you're actually watching it because we are on the completion of season 1. We've had some amazing tips, tools. Salma every Tuesday, Zara every Wednesday, and Serena every Thursday. And who knows, you might see them more on Southall TV in different facets. If you would like that, then make sure you comment, post it on UTHO, JAGO, JEEYO forum and see who do you want to see, how do you want to see, and how often, because we are here, because that's why we are here. And we care. So I must go, and I look forward to connecting with you on Tuesday with Salma on Time in Abundance.
Cool Cakes Bakery of Kingsbury and Heston have now opened a new branch in North Harrow. Specialist in egg and eggless cakes, and now no added sugar cakes for birthdays, weddings, anniversaries and all special occasions. Our cakes contain no animal fat. Come and experience our delights at 547 Pinner Road, Harrow, HA26EQ. Call 0208 427 990. That's 0208 427 990. Or log on to coolcakes.co.uk. That's cool with a K, to design and order your cakes online. Cool Cakes, the masters of cakes.
Welcome to the School of Awakening. My name is SIdra Jafri and I'm the founder for the school. What would your life look like if you were truly living abundantly? How much would abundance really change your day-to-day life? What if there was a way to attract abundance whilst doing what you love to do? Here at SOA, we are getting ready to answer all these questions and many more at our most exciting abundance portal yet, where we will be live streaming for 2 days online live on the 9th and 10th of September, where you will receive the latest information on consciousness and how to live abundantly whilst releasing all the past trauma around money, scarcity and loss. Remember, great destiny doesn't happen by chance. It happens by making a decision and joining us at the Abundance Portal. So don't delay and book your spot now, as it is on the first come and first served basis. I look forward to connecting with you in an abundant life.